the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Washington Redskins. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 15. Let's go. Come on. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Let's go now. Let's go right now. Let's go. Get ready. Get ready. Get ready. 25. 22. Jet cover. 22.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Haskins able to connect there with Richardson, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Washington Redskins, first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. On first down, this is Geis. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Here's Haskins to throw. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how are you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the Raiders' 14-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now a run with Geis. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. They'll try and get it with Geis. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
Washington Redskins, first down. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
On the set. 50 seconds, right. Crunch time, defense. Shit to 6. Pull it. Pow. Catch it. Hatch it. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Geis, they'll try to run it. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Darius Geis, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now Carr. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Throwing now is Carr. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. To punt it away on 4th down, here's Drew Kaiser. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. Won't buy him much room. Just a 1 yard.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Geis with the carry on second down. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Third down. Here's Haskins. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now Haskins on first down. Complete. Richardson has it. And down he'll go at the 25.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Here's Haskins. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Pretty solid run here on first down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go, defense. Let's get up. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
What now? 180. 56. Watch the crowd. Watch the crowd.
They'll run on first down. Sweeney. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. They had 3 tight ends in on that set, and they were really good at blocking for their running back.
And give them a lot of credit because in football nowadays, tight ends coming out of college often don't block very often. These guys have really developed into superior blockers, and that's why they use them in this formation so often.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. To the air on second down. It's Carr. Got a man. It's Brown. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A gain there of 21 yards. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Juju Smith-Schuster, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Boswell good with the extra. Right at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Raiders pick it up. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And now time will be called. Here's we've got an injured Redskin down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Following the turnover, it's Haskins. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Credit the sack there to Arden Key. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Watch out for 86.
It'll be Love to try and get the first. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it.
Let him know, let him know.
They'll try and throw forward with Haskins. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
57, Mike 57.
On play action, it's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Ready?
From the 45 on 2nd down, Haskins, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Even in today's NFL, when we think of the tight end position now as really a glorified wide receiver, we're still asking a lot of those guys. They have to block as well, and every now and then, they don't come down with the football.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. And he finds McLaurin. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert. Haskins now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Haskins. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Patrick Owasor leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Haskins to throw on 2nd down. Slings this deep for McLaurin, and that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it, and they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Carr, catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Sit down. 180. 29. 56. Mike, 56 right there. Hey, orbit.
On 1st down, Carr. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Carr now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a first down here. The final shot here before half for Carr. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run.
They'll keep it on the ground. Sweeney. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 41-yard line.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
We got 3. We got 7:34.
To throw, it's Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Charles Clay is tied in the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, it's Carr. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Third down, here's Geis. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. He'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's got a man, complete. It's a gain of 35. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Hey, we're good, we're good. You ready? 6-18.
Carr now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Now they'll run on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Right down. 180. 53 is the mark. Don't let him breathe. Don't let him breathe. Hey, Raider 2. Don't let him breathe, defense.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Drew Kaiser now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. too amped up there, got to him before he had a chance to catch it.
Another example of players in tough spots getting the protection that they deserve. Got to make sure that he's able to catch the ball before you get to him.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. This is Geis. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
That's it, baby.
2nd down, Haskins. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game, and so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. To throw is Carr. And incomplete as the screen there unsuccessful. So now 4th down coming up.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
From midfield now, Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Haskins now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%. And it's 1st and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
56, 29, 29.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. The 20. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play that time for the Raiders. And even 40 yards. It'll be first and goal when we come back. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Again, they'll throw with Carr. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. They'll try to run this one in. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the one.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs, his second touchdown on the season, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Here's Haskins to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 27-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Sweeney, he'll have a first down past the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
They go play action here on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Express. 53 is the mark. Hey, dude. Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53. I'm coming.
Throwing again. Carr. And this is going to be intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right up.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Cleveland Farrell showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Two times. 40.
Now it's Haskins. Over the middle, complete. It's Sherman. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A Redskin first down. The pickup, 15 yards. Haskins now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Geis. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis, 40 yards. And they're able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Shotgun now for Carr. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
Hey, back up.
A 1st down carry now for Yeldon. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the 44-yard line.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it again with Yeldon. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Carr. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now they'll run on the ball. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you've got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Carr to throw. Now a desperation throw deep. And this is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Antonio Brown with time running out as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. And now they're going to go for 2 and a possible win as this crowd rises to make things difficult. He'll look to throw. to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know we have individual minds, but I think we're thinking it's one on this one, and one was the number, wasn't it?
Yeah, kick the extra point. Now you need a miracle. You need an onside kick quickly and to do something spectacular.
I mean, going for two there, either they felt like this is all we've got left, we've got to win it right now, or they've got some incredible miracle special teams play to get the ball back and give them one last chance.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number, kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
So a victory here for the Washington Redskins, and they were really helped by their defense forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Redskins, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Oakland, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gon' be from old age. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay, 10K on the coming too. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate.